Hello and welcome back. Today's topic is one that many of us may have encountered in some form or another. Interacting with narcissists and understanding how they perceive others, especially when they believe you are intellectually inferior. It's a topic that requires a closer look, as understanding the dynamics of narcissistic behavior is crucial for navigating relationships with self-centered and manipulative individuals. Narcissism isn't just one singular trait. It manifests in a variety of forms. Overt, covert, grandiose, and malignant narcissists all share common characteristics, yet their tactics can vary. In this discussion, we'll examine how narcissists tend to view those around them, and what happens when they realize that their assumptions about you, particularly your intelligence, are wrong. A central issue in dealing with narcissists is their tendency to manipulate, deceive, and avoid authentic communication. Narcissists are skilled at creating environments that are designed to avoid responsibility, and they will do anything to maintain control. This behavior stems from their profound inability to tolerate embarrassment or failure. In their world, admitting mistakes or facing accountability is not an option, and their egos cannot withstand the vulnerability that comes with taking responsibility. So instead of being honest, they create false narratives to deflect attention from their actions and project a facade of superiority. One of the primary ways narcissists manipulate others is by underestimating their intellect. They rely on tactics such as deception and boundary testing, exploiting vulnerabilities in their targets, such as kindness or leniency. When you are dealing with a narcissist, it's almost certain that they will try to test your limits. They push your boundaries repeatedly, and when you stand firm or question their actions, they may withdraw contact for a while, only to return later with more gaslighting or challenges. They aim to make you doubt your own instincts and reactions, all while maintaining the upper hand and preserving their control. Understanding these tactics is crucial. Narcissists thrive on control, and they are adept at using different methods to manipulate people into thinking that they are the ones at fault. Whether in dating, marriage, family, or the workplace, narcissists can appear in many areas of life, and their behavior can be exhausting. In these situations, they often employ confusing language and use gaslighting to make you feel that you're not intelligent enough to see through their manipulations. They want to maintain the illusion that they are always one step ahead. Engaging in arguments with a narcissist, however, is a mistake. Trying to reason with them is akin to banging your head against a wall. The more you attempt to explain yourself or challenge their distorted views, the more they reinforce their belief that you are intellectually inferior. Every attempt to engage in meaningful discussion only strengthens their ego and solidifies their sense of superiority. It's essential to understand that arguing with a narcissist is never productive. No matter how logical your arguments are, they are unlikely to admit fault or engage in any meaningful exchange. This is where many people make a critical error. They hope that the narcissist will eventually come around and apologize for their behavior, especially if it involves deceit or betrayal. Narcissists, however, rarely apologize. Their egos are far too fragile to admit fault. Instead, they will continue to play games, and the situation will never resolve unless you stop playing along. The key to dealing with a narcissist is not to focus on their words, but on how you respond to them. One of the telltale signs of narcissistic behavior is their tendency to deflect blame onto others. Instead of owning up to their mistakes, they will shift the focus and manipulate the situation to make you feel guilty or inadequate. Responding defensively to their accusations only gives them more power, as they thrive on provoking emotional reactions. The best approach is to recognize the toxic nature of their behavior and remove yourself from their influence. The less you engage with their deceit, the less power they have over you. Another aspect of narcissism is their aversion to acknowledging their wrongdoings, particularly in cases of betrayal or dishonesty. Whether it's cheating, lying, or some other form of deception, narcissists refuse to apologize, as it would require them to admit vulnerability. When they are caught in their lies, They will often try to gaslight you into questioning your perception of reality. The trick is to stop engaging in their mind games. Narcissists want you to defend your truth, but it only fuels their manipulative tactics. Instead, focus on their actions, not their words. Actions speak louder than any apology they might offer, and their behavior will always reveal their true character. In some cases, narcissists resort to the silent treatment as a form of manipulation, particularly covert narcissists, who prefer to avoid direct confrontation, may use silence to create emotional chaos. They know that being ignored is a powerful tool for making you feel insignificant or rejected. This type of narcissist prefers nonverbal cues to assert control, and their silence is often more damaging than overt aggression. It's important to recognize this tactic and not internalize it as a personal failure. Narcissists, especially the covert ones, are experts at manipulation behind the scenes. They spread rumors, isolate their targets, and turn people against you, often using triangulation to create division. The goal is to make you appear untrustworthy or irrational, all while they position themselves as the victim. Recognizing these tactics is essential for protecting yourself from their lies and deceit. Narcissists often engage in this behavior because they believe they are the smartest person in the room, even though their intelligence is often questionable. They employ gaslighting techniques to confuse you and deny their actions, further maintaining control over your perception of reality. The critical point here is to refuse to play into their games. Arguing with a narcissist only strengthens their grip on you, and engaging with them in any way plays into their desire for conflict and control. When they try to twist the truth or undermine your sense of self, stand firm. Recognize that they are not interested in understanding or resolving the issue. Their objective is to dominate the conversation, diminish your confidence, and assert their superiority. Ultimately, fighting with a narcissist is futile. Their actions, whether it's gaslighting, manipulation, or deception, are designed to maintain their inflated sense of self-importance. They want to shift the narrative in their favor, and they do so by discrediting your experiences and emotions. Don't expect them to apologize, and certainly don't expect them to change. Their behavior is deeply ingrained and unlikely to improve over time. The best way to handle a narcissist is through avoidance. Keep your interactions with them brief, factual, and emotionless. This approach, known as the gray rock method, helps protect you from further manipulation and reduces the chances of emotional exploitation. Narcissists are drawn to vulnerability, so minimizing your emotional responses makes you less appealing to them. In the context of romantic relationships, narcissists often use deceptive tactics to maintain control. They may lie about their whereabouts, claim technical malfunctions, such as a dead phone battery, or simply deny their actions. These lies are meant to confuse you and make you question your judgment. When dealing with narcissists, particularly in romantic relationships, it's essential to stay grounded in reality and not let their lies and manipulations derail your sense of self. Covert narcissists, in particular, excel at avoiding direct confrontation. They work behind the scenes, sowing discord and undermining trust. It's important not to fall for their tricks, as their goal is to destabilize you emotionally and psychologically. Recognizing these behaviors is key to protecting yourself from the toxic influence of narcissism. Gaslighting is another powerful tool that narcissists use to confuse their victims. They deny events, twist facts, and make you question your perception of reality. In these situations, it's important to trust your instincts and recognize the signs of manipulation. Narcissists are masters at creating confusion, but their actions will always reveal the truth. When they attack your character or try to undermine your sanity, take a step back and recognize the manipulation for what it is. In conclusion, the most effective way to deal with a narcissist is to stop engaging with their manipulative tactics altogether. Don't waste your energy trying to convince them of your truth, as they are not interested in honesty. Their goal is to maintain control and inflate their ego at your expense. The best defense is to distance yourself Stay emotionally detached and refuse to participate in their mind games. Remember, narcissists thrive on manipulation and deceit, and they will do everything in their power to maintain their illusion of superiority. Recognizing these behaviors early on and learning to protect yourself can save you from unnecessary emotional distress and ensure that you don't fall prey to their toxic influence. Stay vigilant, trust your instincts, and prioritize your well-being.